Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Run It Up. I am Jay Carver, episode number 11. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. 2 tables of online poker, twice the amount of action, twice the amount of fun. Who isn't excited right now? On the left here, I'm playing one of these 777 sit and goes because so far, the title has eluded us, and that's rather annoying to me, so hopefully we'll fix that today. And then on the right here is just a $10 six max sit and go. Just like our two favorite sit and goes, our 2 most successful sit and goes. I decided, you know what? Let's just play them both. Who can decide? So here we are. I lost a little bit of chips on the left with pocket jacks on a queen 3-3 queen board. My opponent bet the minimum on the flop and then check called the turn and somehow had a queen. Well, bad beat for pocket aces over there, but we do lose the 4-7 of spades, I think. So we're down to 6 in both tables. 2 effectively 6 max sit and goes. I'll take it. So we started today with $130. I think. Let's go with $130. Bit of a downswing from our peak. We were up to like 157 I think was our peak. So I think if we win the $10 one, we get there for sure. If we win the other one, I don't think quite, but gonna call here with the flush draw on the button. Not quite sure how I ended up with 8 deuce suited in this pot here, to be honest. To be honest with you, I was like, I have 8 deuce of diamonds. Where now? On the button? Okay. Don't quite know how exactly I showed up here, but with this hand, but kind of afraid of this situation. He bet out flop and now he's check raising turn. I mean, I don't really think we can fold flushes, but I'm not going to re-raise. I think I can just call and then see what he does. See if the river comes diamond, I can just fold. And he just insta-ships it. I mean, I don't think we can fold a flush. People at this level can think like king jack is the nuts, or queen is the nuts, or even maybe like, like ace king once in a while. I mean, you can't have ace king too often, but I don't think we can fold given the price we're getting. We lose here a lot, but I can't imagine we're folding flushes. Yeah, he did just have trips, so that is nice to see. I think he played his hand okay. I mean, I would have put my foot off the gas a little bit there at some point, but I don't think he played his hand super poorly or anything like that. So these sit and goes actually have different structures. Just I'm not really 100% sure on the why of why that is, but I think the blind structure for this one is a little bit different. Like we're at 30-60 over here and 25-50 over there, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty close to the same. Slight differences. Gonna bet here the gut shot when it's checked to us. We win here often enough, and sometimes they call and we can win on turns and whatnot. So here I get called, shoved on, and re-shoved on. I think I just fold. Even though these 2 players are pretty short, I think this guy usually has us beat more often than not, even though this one usually doesn't. Wow, queen 7. Wouldn't have thought to see the queen 7 there. That's unexpected. So we would have shipped that, but I don't think we could really fault ourselves for folding. That's kind of scary when it goes call, all in, all in. I mean, I was scared. I don't know about you. I was scared. Apparently, I shouldn't have been scared. Nick Diaz wouldn't have been scared. Nick Diaz would have called. Somebody asked me in the other video. I said I made a joke. I made a "Don't be scared, homie" joke, and somebody asked me if I was being paid to say that, as though could be some universe where like the UFC or Stockton or Cesar Gracie was paying me to use Nick Diaz phrases like wolf tickets and things like that. Like, it's kind of absurd. No, I'm not being paid to say anything. But if you've got money, let me know. We can work it out. I'm not saying I won't. Gonna bet 300 here. Not gonna fold if he goes all in. Calling is interesting. 10 is not the greatest card I've ever seen in my life. Got a call over here with ace 3 suited. Not super thrilled with it, but can't do anything else. So, and now he just pretty much shoves it. So we lose over there to ace 7, and it looks like we might lose this pot over here. You know, I mean, I don't think we can fold this just because too often he has like ace 9 or jack 9 or just ace 7 or something like that. I think he has an 8 sometimes, but too often it's just like random cards. So we do hold there. I mean, random cards isn't accurate, but his hand's just not often enough to be an 8, I don't think. Also, you have to ask yourself, how often does he have an 8 and then just goes, I'm all in? You know, not super often, I don't think. So I felt okay about getting it in there. I didn't really account for the fact that if I was wrong, I would have to resize these tables and make them fit and everything. But if I had realized that, maybe I would have just folded. But so we're gonna ship here against this guy who has 6.5 big blinds, who has us 1 pipped. But that's a good flop to chop. We chop a lot of the time here. All right, that's 1 card not to chop with. That's 2 cards not to chop with. So, okay, we chop most of the time here. Turns out to be incorrect. Couldn't do anything else though. If it had just folded him and he just shoved, we would have called. If he had raised, he would have shoved. So we were pretty much just dealt a double up our opponent there. Can't really do too much about that. So 2 spots pay in the right table, 3 spots pay in the left. I think I like our chances on the left table, but I think I'm gonna just fold this. I think folding there is okay. Both these players are really short. Big blind is short enough. I think we can just let that one go. Min raise here with king queen on the left. Gonna have to call shoves from. Okay, Rick decides to call. Both players decide to call. I mean, that call is okay, obviously, but this one's a little suspect. So what are we gonna do from Rick? You know, he's pretty much all in for 400. There's already 900 in the pot. I think our hand is too good to fold. If he has an ace, we're drawing almost completely dead, which sucks. But more often, I think often enough, there are times he just doesn't have enough. He has a 5 or he has no pair or something like that, and then our hand is best. We're just getting too good of a price here. Sometimes we're like 2% to win, which sucks, but wow, he bet folded. Sometimes we have fold equity when he bets 300 of his 420 and then folds it. Okay. I was not anticipating that, but I suppose we had the best hand. In other news, we had the best hand, I guess. Can't imagine we didn't. Looks like we're gonna have another double up over here. Button versus Marilex, Relbach, something like that. Big all in over on the left. Look at the action we have here. Early morning action here on ultimatepoker.com. I talked a lot about how my favorite time to cast is like late at night. This might be my least favorite time to cast. Very, very early in the morning. But, you know, hey, noon videos. The train never ends. Alright, so Queens triples up, or quadruples up actually. Which is fine with me. Kings will bust this player over here. So we're down to 5 on the right. Which is this sit and go over there. So we're down to 5. Pocket jacks is a good start to that 5-handed play. We will be wagering all our chips, I think. Yep, we'll be wagering all our chips. This is obviously like a little scary, but you know, not that scary. He has like pocket 3s here often enough, and like 6-5 offsuit, you know, stuff like that. So glad he doesn't have pocket 3s. That would be a little worse. All right, so we turn him drawing dead. Pick up that pot there. Move up all the way, moving on up to 3,400. I'll take it. So we're in the chip lead over there. Great spot for us. Four-handed. We all put on a lot of pressure, I think. This situation has been really good for us in the past, as I think we've all pretty much seen. So I think shoving is fine, but I'm actually going to try limping. He has checked, which is nice for us. Going to bet 200 here. We win this pot more often than not. Another all in and a call over here. The chips are flying. Pocket queens are in bad shape. Bad shape. Gonna min raise this. Not thrilled with it, but I think it works often enough. Risking 4 to win 3. Another flat call. Okay. It's not the worst flop for us. And a spot like this, I'm happy to see a flop like one of these, because this is so unconnected, or it's relatively hard to connect with, but he just shoves. Can't do anything about that. Hard to bluff when he just wagers all his chips. It's very hard to bluff. I actually think maybe I should have folded this jack 8. This was a little autopilot-y. I was just like, click. But given how tight, I mean, it can't be too bad, but especially because no one's really been too loose pre-flop yet, but that might have been a little bit too loose. So here, I think it went raise, call, pre, and then he check called, and now here we are. I think I'm gonna actually just call here and not shove. I'm a little afraid that whatever he decides to bet with, he's not gonna fold now. We do beat all the no pair hands, which is not nothing. But I mean, I'm anticipating I'm just gonna fold here if he bets again. I'm gonna check over on the right. I think I'm just gonna fold over there. I mean, we're getting a great price. I think, God, maybe I should actually just be calling. I mean, we have to win so rarely. He has to have like jack of clubs X sometimes. Yeah, pocket kings we don't beat, but I'm glad we didn't shove turn. That would have been obviously disastrous for us. I think I'm gonna end up calling here, just based on the action. I really can't go over it before we call, but he does have just one club, which is kind of what I thought he had. But he also rivered a straight though, so less good for us. But I was pretty confident we had the best hand on the turn. The action there went limp on the button, checks around. Limp on the button, checks around, and I bet turn he called, and then the river was that. Man, I think we're gonna just fold there. I guess we can complete with our 6 big blinds on the right. Flopping a 10 is interesting. We have the best hand more often than not. I think I'm gonna... Alright, well, I'm just gonna shove, I think, because I'm pretty confident we have the best hand now. Don't really want to check and let it just check through. I could bet, but I'm already betting so much in my stack, I'm not really folding anyway. I mean, I assume it's gonna go fold a lot, but I guess not. We're in... Oh, wow. Alright, so we lose on the right table, but hey, we got it. We got our money in good. Can't complain about that. So that puts us down to a $120 bankroll. We're going to be shoving here on the button with ace-4 offsuit. Don't see why not. We'll leave this table up for now, I guess. Maybe something interesting will happen that we can talk about. I mean, I could resize the tables, but that seems kind of hard to do. I wouldn't want to challenge myself too early in the day here, you know? 9-4 suited. I think I'm just gonna fold this. No antes. I think it's fine to just fold that. We're all pretty much even. Blinds will be up in a minute to 125, 250, or yeah, 150, 250. So it'll be our favorite level here on Run It Up. It's like the perfect level to run it up because it's so big. 125, 250, and a quarter. And it's the Chris Weidman's dad voice making a comeback. So unfortunately we did not win this tournament over there. We tried. That one Jack 8 open was a little bit too loose. That was a bit of a giveaway. I probably shouldn't have made that raise, but I don't think that cost us too badly. I mean, the King 3 hand, I mean, sometimes he definitely has jacks, but I think often enough. Like, I'm so sure we had the best hand on the turn that I thought that we could call the river too, but maybe that was too optimistic. So it might be a double all-in here, which would mean we'll be on the bubble if BC Dave can ship this pot. Rick could always fold for 40. Pocket aces have everybody drawing dead on the turn. Okay. So we will be four-handed. 3 of us pretty even, and then BC Dave is going to have a pile. So this is the tournament where third is 7. So we get our money back for third, and then second and first will be profit if we can get there. 8-9 offsuit. I think I'm just going to be folding. Looks like Relbach is going to be shipping that. They're up to heads up over there. I guess I shouldn't really do commentary for that table, because like, is anybody over there like, oh my god, who's gonna win? I don't think anybody is really sweating that too much, but you know what? I'm gonna cast it anyway. I'm gonna cast it like it's the main event final table. It's gonna be super exciting. Relbach limps the button. Well, what is he doing here? What you know? Let's really break it down. No, can't do it. Not this early. That's for sure. I'm just gonna fold the king 7. It makes me sad, but don't see what else we can do. Pocket 10s will be all in no matter what happens here. It can be all in, all in. They could put a player between us who goes all in, and I'm still all in. Not happy to see this because it's so unlikely that this player folds, but it's, you know, we're still miles ahead, like the 6-5 offsuit hand, you know, pretty much the same thing often enough. All right, flipping. We're gonna need to hold. All right, one more. All right, we flipped successfully. Team run it up, wins another coin flip. Wasn't feeling good about that one. That's the second flip on video that I've been like, wrap it up, boys, pack it up, count, start doing some numbers, and didn't work out that way. I think I'm gonna actually just fold. Wow, I mean, maybe that was bad. Maybe maybe that was bad if he's got auto fold on. All right, gonna min raise here since apparently people are being tight. Risking 500 to win 500 seems like a good deal to me. Gonna be. All right, I guess we're going to be calling here because I was not going to be. That was not what I said initially in my head, or what I was going to say initially. Good turn card for us though, because we probably turned the best hand, which is nice to see. Betting here for value and a little bit of protection. 9-10, hands like that. 8 is okay. Unlikely that the 8 really made much of a difference. So we lose here to ace-x, obviously. If he has an ace, we lose here every time. He's never folding that, though. We beat jacks and flush draws and 9-10, stuff like that. So hopefully we just win this pot. Otherwise, we'll be down to second. Not this time. But I don't think we did anything. I don't think we can be too upset about that. I mean, I think we can't really just fold pocket aces. The computer feels bad for us, so it's like, all right, here you go. Feel better. And then get a walk. Is that what's going to happen? No, not this time. Yeah, alright. I think 650 works more often than a shove in terms of getting action. I mean, obviously we were drawing dead on that flop, so it couldn't have been too bad to fold. But I think more often than not, we're not drawing dead, and we either have the best hand or... Yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we have the best hand a lot. I'm going to be all in here. I don't see any reason to do anything besides shove. If he has a king or probably a queen, he's not going to fold. And if he folds, it's still okay with us. We have double third place, so he does call. All right, and then just drills it. Okay, so not our two-tabling experiment didn't work out the best way it could have worked out. Not gonna lie. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I think 2 tables might be something that I'll do like once or twice a week, but or actually when I stream I'll probably do 2 or 3. But I think for future videos I'll probably just do one. It's just a lot of poker and less story time. I know everyone loves story time, so and really that's where these videos are heading, where I'll just be in a rocking chair with a fireplace in like 3 weeks from now anyway, and there'll be none of this poker stuff. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching. If you don't subscribe, you might like it. Who knows? So thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll see you around.